Welcome back to my kitchen. How's everybody doing? Today we're cooking duck breast. Oh, see, I know what you're about to say. Why are you cooking duck breast, man? That's intimidating. A lot of people are intimidated by duck breast because you want to get the skin right, you want to get it to the right temperature, you want it to be very flavorful. You don't want to dry it out. You see a lot of these cooking competitions where, hey, they mess up duck. Well, guess what we're not going to do today? We're not going to mess up duck. Look at it. We're going to make this delicious. So stay tuned. I'm going to show you how I prep, cook the duck, and we got some sides to go with it. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere, man. Don't go anywhere. Right, here we go. So first what we're going to do is we're going to work with 2 duck breasts, skin on. Get these from Publix. Man, they're about $20. They're good. Nice and meaty. I like to cook the whole duck, but usually, you know, the duck breast just works best. All right, so let's have some fun today. My baby's behind the camera. What's going on, girl?
All good, babes. All good. I'm just gonna get this bloody plate.
Yeah. So what I like to do is take the skin off. You can actually leave the skin on, but it is hard, really hard to get that thing crispy and actually not overcook the duck, you know? So what I like to do is I like to take the skin off.
The skin off? No, you're not supposed to do that.
No, you know, I wonder what the comments are gonna look like when they see me taking the skin off of this thing.
He doesn't know what he's doing. That is not classically trained.
And you know what, I don't care about that. So you gotta be gentle with this thing. Try not to take off any meat, right? So I'm trying to do that right now. And we're gonna cook this like a steak. We're gonna cook it like a steak. We got some Uncle Steve's shake, cow shake over here. Got a real sharp knife now. You gotta use a real sharp knife to do this and be very careful. Gotta pull back. All right. So it's not hard to do this. Make sure your duck breast is whole. Makes it easier for slicing. And clean up real quick.
So,
we're gonna use that later though. We're gonna use that later.
So traditionally, people leave the skin on and render the fat. You already told me the benefits. I prefer it this way. I've had it both.
Yeah, cause I mean it's all good. What I like to do is take it off and do it like chicharron. Yeah, chicharron, like fatback. You know, like crisp it up. You gotta lay it flat in a pan. Put it at a low temp. I'm trying not to carve this bad boy up too bad. And then just let the fat render off of it, and it'll crisp up. And you can slice it just like fatback and put it on top of stuff. Or the taste is amazing. You don't even have to put any salt on that thing. But all this fat that they talk about rendering, as you can see, there's no fat layer under the skin. There's so much fat in the skin. So I like to. I'm going a little fast today. Might look like I'm hacking this bad boy up, but it's not that bad. Trust me, it's all good. So we're gonna render that down. All right, so now we got 2 nice looking duck breasts. Let's look over these bad boys. Make sure they're nice. All right, nice and cleaned up. Nice and meaty. So this is the top side. Where do we hear that at? That was on...
Joe McHale.
Yeah, crazy dude.
So, what is it, soup?
Yeah, Talk Soup.
Talk soup, that's it, yeah.
That guy. Oh, man. So everything looks good here. So we're going to go ahead and take our We're going to cook it like a steak, man. We'll cook it like a steak. Let's move this fast. Let's move this faster. Go cook it like a steak. All right, so get a little bit on there. There's going to be your binder. My binder. You can use whatever you want. And today, I'm going to use the Uncle Steve shake, cow shake, if I can get it off. All right, so you find yours, unclesteveshake.com. All right, so we're going to put it on here. Going to start on the bottom side first. Put it on there pretty liberally.
That smells good. Okay, that's good.
Oh yeah, it's a good flavor to it.
That's why that tastes so good.
Oh yeah, Uncle Steve shake is good. All right, so we turn it back over and do the same treatment to it. All right. Make sure it's seasoned evenly. All right. Work that in a little bit. Get any spots that you think you missed. All right, and then we're going to put this guy over to chill out while we get the other stuff ready. So let me clean this area up real quick. We'll be back. We're going to peel some potatoes for mashed potatoes and cut up some asparagus and season that up because you got to have sides, right? Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, we're back to do some fun stuff. Peel potatoes. You ever watch that Donald Duck cartoon where he kept getting in trouble while he was in the Navy and they kept making him peel potatoes?
Yes, I do remember that.
Yeah, I feel his pain. Feel his pain. So we're gonna get these done.
Pretty good at that.
like a champ. I mean, I wouldn't say that I paid attention, but I paid attention during those cartoons because you never know when you're gonna get stuck in a boat. They can make you peel potatoes. That might happen. Never know.
I don't get stuck on a boat.
Watching that Daryl Dixon thing. He got stuck on a boat.
I had Daryl up in France, but okay. For the Walking Dead fans.
Yes. So make sure you have a little cold water to rest your potatoes in, so they don't oxidize on you. Oxidation is not the business because it turns brown. And nobody wants no brown stuff like that. Look like you don't know what you're doing with your life. All right, so we're getting these potatoes peeled real quick. The boy did you go to culinary school? No, I know people that did. That's all you gotta do these days, right? Proxy them in. So mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes is a American staple. Meat and potatoes is a thing. Steak and potatoes. Potatoes, if you're Irish, you should be predisposed to liking potatoes a lot. Or you may hate potatoes. Depends on how many potatoes you had to consume in any stage of your life. So going through these real quick.
I'm definitely a meat and potatoes girl. I might be Irish is what you're saying.
Could be. I mean, you like Ed Sheeran a lot, so.
Got it.
Well, yeah, that makes perfect sense, man.
Perfect sense.
Perfect sense, man.
No other questions.
I mean, I rest my case. Oh man, so cooking, duck is so good. A lot of people don't eat duck because they're intimidated by it. I wish that you give duck and lamb more of a chance. Those things that aren't mainstream, things that aren't mainstream, you might want to start eating a little bit more because that means that they might not mass produce it as much. It might be a little bit healthier. You never know. Until it becomes popular on YouTube and then they price gouge you on it like they do with brisket and everything else. And oxtails. Oh boy, oxtails. Poor oxtails. Like that y'all eating oxtails now, but Lord.
Oxtails are high.
Yeah, too high. It's like they remember that dude that looked like the Black Monopoly man back in the day? He's like, the rent is too damn high.
What was his name?
I don't know. I just call him Black Monopoly man.
If you know his name, put it in the comments.
Please do. And if he's still around. So, he didn't look like he was going to survive COVID. Anyway, got these potato skins. So you get fun with these and you can fry them up or do whatever. We're going to discard these today. Potatoes are out the way. All right, so let's move that out the way. And we are going to work quickly on the asparagus. These asparagus aren't super thick. They're a little fragile, to be honest. I don't know if asparagus are going out of season or not, but whatever. So we're gonna do something real easy with this. You don't want to keep the bottoms on, as you know, so we're gonna cut these. We're not gonna cut them too far down. It's a good knife. That's that Blackstone knife. I don't know what they call it, but Blackstone, I like it. They make grills, flat tops, more flat tops than anything. But so take this real quick, and we're going to take some grapeseed oil. Ooh, grapeseed oil. You don't see that on YouTube too much. Grapeseed oil right here.
I heard it's better for you after cooking it. Like olive oil does something weird maybe when it's cooked that our bodies maybe don't like so much.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. Never researched it, but I
So-
do like the flavor.
So remember that last video I told y'all about putting gloves on wet? I still do that. Yeah, I still do that. So I'm gonna rub that grapeseed oil all around as they try to get away. Reminds me of that movie Chicken Run, you know?
Asparagus.
Yeah, asparagus.
Chicken run.
I know I'm reaching. So what I'm gonna do real quick is first we want to make sure it's all the right direction. You're like, why do you want to make sure it's all the right direction? It'll make sense to you later as I bag this up. So let's make sure it's all the right direction. We're gonna start seasoning this with Heath Rouse garlic butter. I love this seasoning. It has good balance of salt and other stuff, and it goes good, really good on asparagus and broccolini. Put it on pretty liberally, and again, be gentle with these because these snap really quickly. So we're going to bag these up, and I'm going to show you next how I render the fat off of that duck skin. So we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to render fat off of this duck breast. So what you want to do is lay this duck breast as flat as possible in a cast iron skillet, and you want to do this while it's still cold. If you do it while it's hot, the skin will curl up on you like real quick, and you're going to be like, I hate myself. Don't hate yourself. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually put a burger press on top, weight it down. You could do this manually, but you'd be standing there all day. Trust me, I know. Trust me, I know. You saw me do it, right?
Yes, I have.
I had
there for a while.
had a flat spatula going there for like 20 minutes. That's not the business. So I'm going to put it on medium low heat and be very patient. Keep an eye on this thing and just watch the fat render off. We'll be back to show you a little bit more. Don't go anywhere. All right, so let's check this guy, see if we need to turn it over. It looks real good right now. So, see all that fat that rendered off? We're gonna flip these guys over, make sure that they didn't stick. All right. Let's do that. All right, so it curled up a little bit. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that when we put this back down, we are putting it back down in a way that it flattens this back out. All right, so we've been going for about 20 minutes, I think, on low medium heat. Flipped it one time, and what we want to do, without burning my hand on that, is flip this over. All right, come up under here and flip this guy over. All right, and now we're almost done. So look how that looks. That looks pretty good. Now, I don't think there's too much fat left at the top. What we want to do is continue rendering at the bottom. What we're going to do is put the fat in a mason jar, duck tallow, and we're going to slice up this once it is more of a crispy chicharron type of texture. We'll be back. All right, so about 30 minutes later, a lot of patience. We're going to turn the heat off. All right, We're gonna take this guy off the top, and look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Gonna take this duck skin, and we're gonna let it chill out here. Once that chills out, we're gonna slice it up like bacon because it's going on top of our food later. All right, so next, y'all ready for some potatoes? Oh, all right. So what are we doing here? We got potatoes that have been boiling in chicken broth. Level up. Just don't use water. Chicken broth. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to start mashing these potatoes up. All right. Get you a nice potato masher. If you were mad earlier in the day and you want to take out your aggressions on something and nobody actually gets hurt, go ahead and mess up these potatoes.
Were you mad at me earlier?
No.
Okay.
No. But I'm mad that I didn't get to see the Patriots game. So they ain't brought it on TV. And I'm not paying all that money for an NFL Sunday ticket. So aggression. We need a better quarterback too. Anyway, so let's take some butter. All right. And we're going to do it a little bit at a time here. All right. And we're going to mix that butter in. So with the chicken broth, it gives you some salt content. You do want to taste as you go along to make sure that you have enough seasoning in there, because you don't want bland potatoes. Nobody wants bland potatoes. All right, so this is working well, but we want to get this a little bit more loose. So what we want to do now is add some milk. And this is 2 cups, but I don't know how much I need. Sure don't. Winging it, homie. Totally winging it. That's how we do. That's how we roll. And you don't want to make it like a soup, right? No. But just a little bit of milk. Just a little bit lumpy. That reminds me of the Humpty Hump song. The oatmeal lumpy. Like, you know, I do like oatmeal lumpy when it's like the apple cinnamon one, but I don't like regular oatmeal lumpy. That's nasty. That's natty. Natty. You know what else I don't like? Cream of wheat.
No, that's natty.
That natty. How's it look so far? You want some more?
Looking pretty good there. Yeah.
All right.
I think you can push this maybe a little splash later, but we'll see, because I might want you to add more butter.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Let's just add some more butter.
It's right there.
Let's just add some more butter. Just do that. I mean, it wasn't a lot of butter. I'm not going to add the whole stick, so don't let me add the rest of that. But we need more butter. And there's never enough butter in the eyes of Paula Deen. But you see what happened to her. So get that butter in there. All right. Mixing that butter in. And I think maybe a splash more milk. Just a little bit. Just a splash. Just a splash. Just that. And that. You're like, that didn't do anything. Mind your business. That's all you gotta do is mind your business.
Boy, it was pretty long there, so.
Yes, yes. It wasn't even tough to mash. So then you want to stir it up a little bit here. Make sure you don't do this in a non-stick pot, because you don't want to get put out for doing it in the wrong pot and you just spend a whole bunch of money on non-stick. So you're gonna mix it up. All right. Mix it up. Do it like this. All right. Mash it across the top. Go downward motion. All right. Stir it up a little bit. Now, let's taste them. Let's taste a little bit before salt. See, because we did have chicken broth in there. Now, it only needs a little bit of salt, but just make sure you have other people taste in the house. Taste buds might not be taste budding. Put some pink Himalayan sea salt, freshly cracked. And we're going to just do that real quick and stir it up. Don't want to over salt, but these are potatoes. I don't know where you get your potatoes from. They don't come seasoned. I'm just saying, for real. There's one thing you should try to liberally season. It's potatoes. All right. So. All right. So let's go in here. We need a little bit more salt. All right. Go a little bit more. All right. Let's stir it up a little more. It's like churning butter. All right, one more time. Okay.
See, man, I would say more salt, but this is a good, healthy.
It's healthy.
Yeah, it is good and healthy.
We want a little bit more salt though. I'm trying to be healthy. Yeah. I'm trying to be healthy.
You want to add that butter in there too.
Ooh, more butter?
More butter.
You say more butter?
More butter, baby.
All right. Well, we're still young. We'll make it.
For people with high cholesterol.
We're still young. We take care of ourselves. Yeah, you shouldn't be eating this on a daily basis. Arteries would get clogged. Nobody wants clogged arteries. That's nasty. Inside your body, nasty. All right. That's cream right there. Elbow grease. I think that's good.
That did it.
All right. So, mashed potatoes. Next time you'll see me, be out on the grill doing something to this duck. All right. See you later.
Quack, quack.
Quack, quack. All right. So, we're out at the pit and we have some raw oak lump charcoal going. So, what we're going to do is take the grate off and put our wood chunk in, nice and nestled in there. We'll put the top back on. All right, and we are going to come right back and put the duck on. All right, so let's put this duck on. We have the apple wood in there. So what we want to do is do a reverse sear. So this is the bottom of the duck. This is the top of the duck. I want to put it right over here on the cooler side of the smoker grill, bottom side of the duck, top side. All right, position it a little bit better. We're going to come back in about, I don't know, 15, 20 and see what the temp is, and we'll be back. All right, so let's do something. In the interest of time, we have asparagus we want to get done as well. So let's take our asparagus and let's put this guy on this side of the smoker. Get you some heat resistant gloves while you do this. Let this get charred. Why you need these gloves is you're more than likely going to have to use your hands to get this off because you don't want it to fall through the grates. We're going to close this up a little bit, come back after a couple of minutes. We don't want it to get too soft, we want it to be crispy, so we want to move it around a little bit. We want to move it around. So we'll be back in a minute or so. Make sure that I don't make these fall through. All right, since these asparagus are so thin, you want to go in and help them along the way. We had one casualty. Only one so far. All right, position it right. Be back after these messages, right? So we're checking on the asparagus right now. Looking good. Move it around a little bit. The tongs to help you out. It's grilled up nicely. The reason why we're doing this is so we don't have to cook this after the duck is done, and it means that the duck won't get cold while we're cooking the asparagus. But it's only going to go for a couple more minutes. I'm going to take it off. We want that grilled flavor. We want to keep it firm. We don't want to make it soft, and these are thin ones. So let's get it crack-a-lacking up in here. Sunday night dinner. Weather's so good out here. Like one of the first days of fall. Love it, man. Football's here, as I said earlier, and get to watch my Patriots. But that's okay. Let's go. Here we are, and we're about to take these guys off in a couple of minutes here. But we want to check and see how things look. As I said, there's that casualty. I might be able to save them. Let's see. Alright. Can we save it? Can we save it? Just got it. So we don't want it to be like this. We don't want it to be like this. So we're gonna discard this one. Gonna let these finish up. And you're like, man, what's going on with the duck? Alright, so let's tempt the duck. Duck has been cooking indirect for a hot minute. Let's check it out. So we are 103, 4 here, 111 here. Let's go ahead and move these. Never seen anybody move the meat on the grill with a meat thermometer, have you? It's all good, man. Make it happen. Make it happen. Move those, that's the harder part. And I'm about to take these off right now so they don't get soft on us. All right, that fire is about raised up close to where we need to be at to sear these duck breasts off. So let's keep going. We'll be ready soon. Remember that casualty of yeah, it's in there. Yeah. All right, we'll be back. All right, so we are at about 124 to 127, depending on where I put these probes at. It's in the 120s. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna let it sit here for a second while this fire gets a little happy, and we are going to start searing in a second. And we're going to let those duck breasts just chill out. So what I want to do right now, that's the applewood chunk that I put in there. So what I want to do is I want to utilize that. I want to utilize that flame. How do I utilize that flame? I'll put this bad boy right on here. You don't have to cook both all at once. For time purposes, that'd be great, but for quality purposes, use the fire that you got. I'm gonna sear this guy for about a minute. Then I'm gonna quarter turn it. Smells great. We're going to cook this to a medium, about 140 145. My range of temp, just like a steak. All right, so I want to take that. And just let that go for a little bit. Now I figure it's not going to actually overshoot just by keeping it over that flame for about a minute. And it's about 2 minutes on this, so once you do the quarter turn, it's almost 2 minutes once you do the quarter turn, so I smell it. Oh man, it smells so good. Oh man, beautiful. So get you another shot in here. Down lower. Let's bring you in lower. All right. It's great. So take this off the side, put it back on the safe side. Then we are going to do the same thing. This guy. Move him over here. Let him hang out. We'll temp that in a second. And when you got spatulas, you know how you got a good one. If it don't do like that, you need a new spatula. This is a cool one. It's great for steaks. My wife bought me this. Great for steaks, man. It's like you just scoop it up and then you just turn it. It's not so great on chicken because of the bottom slidey part. You know, sometimes you got to grip chicken. So, all right, quarter turn it, a little better than that. Don't have any grill marks per se, but hey, whatever. I feel like it helps cook it evenly, regardless. Duck is so good, man. So good. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Appreciate it. All right. What we got going on over here is the sizzle. All right, so that's enough with that. All right, so what we want to do now is I want to tempt this guy to see where we're at. It smells so good. It's 133. 130. Can make up his mind. See, that's a little, yeah. All right, so let's put it in a little bit more. Yeah. All right, so here we go. It's about the same. So we're gonna let these guys hang out until they come to temp, about 140, and we'll take them off, let them rest, and we'll take you inside. With that flame, it should only take like a couple of minutes. All right, so we are at about 140, and we are gonna start taking these off. Man, so excited. Look at this. Look at this duck breast. Look at that. Take it in. Oh, look at that, it's so beautiful. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. All right, let's go inside. I'll let it rest a little bit. We'll cut into them and plate. All right, so we're back inside. Now, here is the crispy duck skin. We had that cast iron skillet do work with that burger press. Nice. So is, yeah, she's your own, baby. So let's cut them up. Let's cut them up into strips as best as we can. Need a sharp knife so it doesn't crumble. So let your knife do the work. You will get some breakage here and there, but try and keep it Just rock your knife in there. And that is the best way to do it. I do it upside down because it allows less pressure and so it would not crack. So you want to do that. Just like a bell pepper. It's a little bit more forgiving on this edge.
Crackling.
Yeah.
In this case, quackling.
Oh.
That was so corny.
Quackling?
Quackling.
Shucky ducky.
Quack quack.
Alright, so look at that. That's beautiful right there. Right? So we're going to take this, put it on a plate. Alright, we are almost ready to cut into this duck. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Just to have this duck chicharron by itself, amazing. So let's clean this off real quick. Put it into the liquid well. Alright, let's go straight into the duck. Look at this. Look at that, baby. Oh, about 140, 145 inside. Let's go in. Let's go in. So I want to cut this on a, they call it bias. Yeah. Cut it like this. All right. So look at this. Look at this. Look at this doneness right here. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. It's beautiful presentation. You didn't have to worry about the skin getting crispy. You have a nice sear on the duck itself. Nice doneness, didn't overcook it. Texture is going to be pleasing to the mouthfeel, and it's going to taste a little bit like duck steak. Look at that. It's beautiful.
Looks awesome.
All right, so let's go into this other one. It's important to let this rest a little bit so the juices can redistribute. Technically holding this knife wrong, but y'all don't judge me in the comments, please. Thank you. Alright, and just a little bit. This is the taste. Alright, so you get the booty and the taste. What's the other booty end? What's the other booty end? Right. Take this one, right? So, want this one? Take that. Yum yum. Alright.
So good.
Alright, let's see. Alright, so there you have it. Nice, beautiful plating done by April. Man, always great. Nice art. It's a ray of sunshine, it looks like. So we have the chicharron stripped out in the bottom. We have a nice, beautiful bed of mashed potatoes with a lattice type of kind of feel. Yeah, it's nice with the asparagus and the duck layered on top. It is time to eat, people. If you like this video, if you like what we're doing here, if we're entertaining you, because that's what we're here for. We're here to entertain you and bring you along our cooks. Like and subscribe. Follow me all over the socials. Come back, we'll give you some more. It's time to eat this duck.